Once upon a time, Dennis bought a BMW E30. It was 2013 in a cloudy summer day where everything changed for him forever. Well, welcome back guys. So today I'm going to give you a little story when I got my first BMW E30. So since I've been a little kid, I've been surrounded by E30s. My dad had 2 or 3 I think, and my uncles had many of them. Both of my grandpas, they had ones. So I don't know how to describe it, but I still remember till this day when I was sitting in the rear seats and just like enjoying the drives we had with my dad and grandpas actually. Special smell. The 30s have, still to this day, they have a really special smell. Yeah, I don't know why I talk about this, but yeah, they have. I think we had them almost in every color. So besides the E30 is one of the most iconic design and the most beautiful BMW ever made, if you ask me, it goes deeper than that for me. So here I am, 2013, 20 years old, and got enough money to buy my dream car, the E30, finally. So I found this 320i in silver. It was a last edition. It means that it has some special interior with some red stitches in the fabric. In the exterior it had some skirts on the sides. That was basically it. It was called the last edition, one of the last years made. So we went out to look at the car with my uncle and brother, and we drive it. We looked around. It had some rust here and there, but it wasn't much, so I bought it. It was so wonderful. Like I remember when we drive it back, my mind got back to the old days when I was sitting in the rear seats again. It was so special. So after a couple of days driving around, we found out the gas tank was leaking. Damn! It was my first problem with the classic cars. So I lift the car up and I saw there was rust around there's a tube rubber that goes into the tank. It was having rust around that, and that was where it was leaking. So long story short, I managed to find a new one. I lift the car up, I sprayed the new tank in black. It was actually a little bit sketchy because I was alone, so I had to use strange methods to put the tank up, but I managed to put it in place and it worked. So it was perfect. So after that, I had to make the rust. So I found a car that I kind of knew, and he made the bodywork. So he made there wasn't a lot of rust, but the couple of places there was rust, he made it, and I got the car back, and now I had to prepare it for the painting. But here's a little thing about me. When I start a project, I go all in, and I mean it all in. So I would say I have OCD, so everything has to be perfect, new, brand new, no scratches, no dents, no anything. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to make this E30 my dream E30. And that is, make this E30 with MTech 2. Yeah, you heard me, MTech 2! And MTech 2, it just means it has special in-package body kit. In the old times it wasn't called in-package, it was just called MTech, like M-Technik in German. So this was the MTech 2. The 2 is because it was the second generation of the E30, like the new model, the facelifted one. Here's the problem, you couldn't buy this kit from new, so I had to find it used, but the used ones was damaged. It was really in bad shapes. That was my problem. After a lot of phone calls, I managed to find the front bumper, the front bumper kit in brand new. Actually, it was really amazing. I was shocked at that time. I still remember. It was a company called Schmidtmann. It is a company that sells BMW parts, OEM parts, and they had one in stock, so I ordered it right away. So now I needed the rear bumper, side skirts, and the wing. After showing up at the BMW dealership almost every day, give them phone calls, they managed to find one brand new rear bumper in a BMW warehouse in Germany. It was really amazing. I remember the guy who helped me in that dealership, he was also shocked. It was unbelievable to find a brand new one, 20, 30 years old bumper. So after a week, I got the rear bumper, so now I only needed the side skirts and the wing. So the side skirts I managed to find on eBay in Germany, and I ordered them, so I got them in a week. So now I only needed the wing. I think I found a wing in Denmark where I live. Now I had everything. Now the real work began. I started to fit everything like the kit, try to adjust little things and see if everything fits. After that, I found a great place where they painted cars really close to me. I drove the car there, they painted everything. I think it was like a week or two they finished the car, and it was really great. They actually drove the car back to my place. There I was, painted car, painted bumpers, skirts and everything. It was looking so nice. The details were really great and the quality and everything, so I couldn't be more happy. Now I had to assemble the car. I love the feeling when everything is like new. You just have to put the stuff in place and it just works and it looks beautiful. So I also bought many little parts brand new just to replace everything and so it would look brand new. I still remember to this day when I had to finish the car. It was my birthday actually. I finished the last details on my birthday, so we actually got guests. They were like sitting inside. I was like out and I really like gave it everything. I used a lot of hours on this car. I was so happy. It was like an amazing feeling. Long story short, the car was now ready and everything looked perfect. I was so happy. My dream E30 was ready, so yeah, I couldn't be more happy. But another thing about me, I get bored fast. And I mean fast. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but most of the times it's bad. After a couple of months of having the car, I think it was like 6 months, I got bored. Yeah, you heard me. The car was perfect, and it was my dream E30, right? But I got bored. So I decided to sell the car. Like what? I just used a lot of time, a lot of money, and I got bored, so I wanted to sell the car. I decided that I want to try something new. Maybe you know the feeling. I think many of the car guys know the feeling. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But I got bored, so I put it up for sale. I think I used many months to try to sell the car. And at that time, E30 wasn't so popular to buy, to have it. So I think I started to from the high price and got it really low. And I still couldn't sell the car. And I mean, when I tried to sell something, I even dislike the thing I'm trying to sell. I don't know why, but it's just the way I am, I think. The funny thing is I actually tried to trade the E30 with many 200 SX. I wrote to many guys trying to trade it, but nobody wanted my E30. It's actually pretty funny because now I bought the 200 SX after 7-8 years. So it's pretty crazy actually. So one day a guy came to look at my E30. He liked the car. We negotiated the price. He offered me a low price and I tried to get a little bit more and I ended up selling the car cheaper than I wanted to, but I sold the car. So I think it could be funny to break down the prices for you, okay? I bought the car for 2,100 USD. It was cheap at that time. And the total with everything, the car cost me around $9,100. But I ended up selling the car for $6,200. So I think I lost like $3,000 at that time. It was only $3,000, right? But the scary part is that the car is today, as it is right now, is worth more than $16,000. It's what? I mean, come on. But let me tell you this, if I didn't sell the car, I wouldn't be able to try my other dream cars that I bought after that. You can never get upset about the past, because if you wouldn't do what you did, you will never become the future or try the future cars in this situation, right? But it's actually pretty funny. The guy who bought my E30 at that time, after he got the car, he actually also won many prizes with the car. He even won the prize for the most beautiful classic car in whole Denmark. And I mean, I'm actually pretty happy because it's also something that I've built in the past. So it is actually pretty nice to also know that you did a great job, because even it's not mine, it's also part of my craftsmanship, you would say so. Right after he bought the car, he even became a really good friend, and we still are good friends today. And he still owns the car, so I'm actually pretty glad that I sold it to him, because yeah, I still have a good friend and I still can see my old car, so it's pretty nice. He actually also ended up buying my BBS RS wheels that I made a big restoration for after I got another E30. So he also has those on my old E30s. Now the car looks amazing. Maybe I should do a video also about the restoration with the BBS RS wheels, because I also used a lot of time on that project too, and I think I have a lot of pictures of that project. I visited my friend with the E30 like a couple of days ago to shoot some B-rolls for the video, so here you have some B-rolls with the E30. I hope you will like it. And stream the video already today on YouTube. Remember to subscribe down below. See you soon. Bye.